Hello, and welcome to our virtual session, How to Stay Organized for Your Upcoming Move. Please note that this presentation is meant to provide you with organizational tips for your move and will not be addressing any topics typically covered by BGRS or the Orderly Room. My name is Amanda Ager, and I'm the Virtual Programs Coordinator for Military Family Services Europe. Let's get started. Regardless of your level of experience with a move, we can all learn from each other and improve the process. Today, we will be discussing the following topics and whatever else might come to your mind. Feel free to raise your hand or to type your questions in the chat box below, and we will get to them at the end of the presentation. So we will be looking at the importance of staying calm and organized during a busy APS cycle. Lists are truly your best friend. Communal calendars. The losing versus the gaining home, what should you be tracking? Organizational tools, what is currently out there to help you? The art of delegating, do you really need to be involved in everything? Pictures and color coding, and also sharing our best tips and tricks. So stay calm and pack on. The best move is an organized move. Start early and take your time to wrap your mind around your move. If you know this is a potential move year for you, start fanning out early and identify the essentials that you'd like to take with you during your move. Start a plan. Are you someone who is visual? Use a whiteboard or a tablet. If you like numbers and lists, use a word processor or Excel. It's important that you plan thinking time before you start jumping into the process. Do not underestimate the power of breathing. One of the best tips I've learned from my husband is a breathing technique. It keeps me grounded and focused. You breathe in for 7 seconds, you hold for 7 seconds, and then you release for 7 seconds. You repeat this 7 times. It truly does work. So take a moment and try it yourself. Take your time to visualize your move and to place it on a timeline. Work backwards from your posting date and set yourself weekly goals. What needs to be done and when? Who are your potential partners in your move? Who can you rely on to help? Make yourself a useful contact list. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. Take small, manageable bites and work on your resiliency. So lists, and more lists. It does not matter how you make lists, you just need to make them. Use sticky notes, your phone, an organizational app, a whiteboard, a traditional pen and paper. Whatever your preference, find what works for you and stick to it. Personally, I'm a paper kind of gal. So you want to be making lists on what should you be donating, what you want to keep, what can be recycled, and what you want to throw away in the trash. Also considerations, are you going to be looking at a long-term storage? Are you entitled to an air shipment, a sea shipment? What can you pack in your carry-on? And what should be going into your checked luggage? Depending on your move, you may be entitled to a long-term storage. So again, speak to your chain of command, your orderly room, or BGRS for more information. So here are some questions you should be thinking about if you are entitled to long-term storage. What country are you going to? What are the electrical considerations for that country? Do you have a weight entitlement? What are the value of the items that you're hoping to bring with you or put into storage? And are you concerned about damage to items during the transport? You can prepare your items for long-term storage, but remember, it is the moving company which holds the ultimate liability for the transportation and storage of your personal effects. Your responsibility is to document everything, down to the last detail. So preparing your items, for example, you should be taking lots of photos as well as films. You should be making detailed lists, documenting any damage, keep your receipts, your warranties, and of course photocopies. And also just preparing for long-term storage, you can place items such as bounce sheets, silica, and acid-free paper in your boxes. Please note again that not all moves are entitled to an air shipment. This comes down to a case-by-case entitlement. If you are entitled to an air shipment, here are a few recommendations. So any sealed liquids, if permitted, should be in Ziploc bags. No flammable alcohol or lithium batteries. More clothes for family for change of seasons and school commencement. School supplies and sporting equipment as well. Any D&D uniforms that you need to bring with you would be good for an air shipment. Kitchen supplies that you may not want to wait for if they're in your sea shipment. And some people put new sheets, towels, as well as just basic IKEA furniture as well in your air shipment. Additional games and toys for the kids, and a few groceries that you're unlikely to find in your new location. For example, maybe some craft dinner or your favorite chocolate. Also, we recommend that you pack your favorite treats for your pets. So for an out-can move, you will most likely have a sea shipment. So again, here are some items that we recommend you consider putting into your sea shipment. Your tax documents for the past 7 years in case you're audited. The rest of your clothing, your bedding, and your bathroom items. Kitchen items, including your dishes, your pots, and your pans. And keep in mind that the stoves are smaller. They are European. Smaller appliances as well, and take into consideration the voltage of your new location. Selection of personal items such as family pictures, decor items, throw pillows, and candles. You would be surprised how the little things can make your place feel like home. Your favorite non-perishable grocery items, so again, things that might not be available in your new location, such as peanut butter, craft dinner, seasoning, dip mixes, canned soups, any baking supplies, of course some maple syrup, and any baby food. Party supplies and Canadian swag is also recommended, as well as greeting cards and Christmas cards. Some further considerations for your sea shipment are toys for any upcoming birthdays and Christmases. So toys may be more expensive and not readily available where you're going. Baby items such as the next season's snowsuit, a stroller, or a bouncy chair. A child care seat, booster seats, as there may be new standards in the country where you're going. Canadian stamps for dip mail going home. Feminine hygiene products and personal products. Skates and various sporting equipment. And if you're someone who is tall, petite, or plus size, be conscious that sizes may be different in your new location. So you may want to bring extra of the basics from home. So what should you be bringing in your carry-on? This is not a vacation, so your considerations will be different. What will you need to quickly and easily access? In addition to the following items during the current pandemic, it is advised to travel with masks, hand sanitizer, and some of your own snacks and disinfectant wipes. This is what's recommended to have on your carry-on. Your passports, military ID, and your travel order, any medical documents such as prescriptions, vaccinations, etc., official documents such as a marriage certificate, birth certificate, a power of attorney, or any custodial documents, other forms of ID such as your driver's license, your international driver's permit, or your health cards, insurance forms, a list of emergency contacts both from Canada as well as your new location, any schooling paperwork, because it may be required before your air or sea shipment arrives, and all pet paperwork for customs. So a copy should be taped to the side of the kennel, and the others with the originals you should be keeping with you for your trip. Further considerations for your carry-on include all vehicle paperwork for customs. So again, you need a photocopy in the car itself, and the original should be with you. Your cell phones, your laptops, iPads, and any other chargers or converters you might need. A change of clothes and toiletries in case of lost luggage. Baby essentials in the case of lost luggage again or delayed flights. And any valuables such as your jewelry. Do not put them in your checked bag as they may get lost or stolen in transit. Any prescriptions or over-the-counter medication for up to a few days, again in case of lost baggage. Wet wipes, hand sanitizers, and extra Ziploc bags. Any other small valuables. It's also a good idea to keep extra cash in your new currency just in case there are issues with the credit card. Also keep in mind the possibility of your checked luggage being temporarily misplaced by an airline. Always carry enough with you in your carry-on or to have at least a few nights stay without your checked luggage. What you're taking with you on the plane could potentially be your kit for the next 2 to 3 months, depending on your shipments. So again, take the time to plan and to consider what seasons you will be experiencing, what you will require for personal hygiene, entertainment, and what copies of documents should be traveling with you. It is generally recommended to have paperwork with you in your carry-on. So regarding your checked luggage, we do recommend that you refer to the military policy because the number of checked bags that you have could be different. So again, this could be all that you have for the upcoming months. So we recommend that you pack seasonally appropriate clothing, including warmer coats, shoes for a change in season, and again, in case of any delays with your shipments. For D&D military personnel, any required uniforms, including your boots, your DEUs, and your medals. Additional uniforms should go into your air shipment. Any baby food, pet food, cat litter, or doggy bags, as it may take a few days until you find these items in your new location. Additional prescription and over-the-counter medication for family needs. It is recommended to bring a 6-month supply of any prescription, as the new location may not have this medication available, or it may be a different brand and dosage. Toiletries in Ziploc bags. Any DVDs, books, and toys for family entertainment, as internet may take some time to install. Extra kibble, animal food, if you are bringing your pets with you. This will allow them to gradually become accustomed to a new diet and to avoid any gastro issues. So communal calendars. We're quite fortunate to be overrun with a plethora of apps and organizational tools ranging from free to annual subscriptions. So here are a few of my favorite. You can use Google Calendars, Microsoft Outlook Calendars, an Apple iCloud Calendar, TeamUp, which is a shareable group online calendar application, also Trello, which is popular online productivity and a scheduling app. So when you are considering your apps, what should your calendar app have? Well, it should have a color coding feature, customizable features to make sure that you can plan it and have your own personal touch on the calendars, simple and easy to share, as well as available for multiple devices and platforms. If cybersecurity is a concern for you, you can return to the pen and paper, so the good old fridge calendar. I'm very traditional myself, and I definitely use a whiteboard and make lists on the fridge. So how to stay organized? As there are often many moving parts to a move, organizational and communication tools are often essential to keep everyone up to date in real time. Here are some of the more popular apps which allow for document sharing in real time, meaning someone else can see your additions or changes as you're typing them. So for example, there's Microsoft OneNote, Google Drive, Dropbox, and also WeTransfer, which is a website that allows you to transfer very large files for free. For communication, you can consider using WhatsApp, Signals, which is a secure messenger, Facebook and Messenger, as well as email. Again, if you're at all concerned with the sensitivity of the information being sent, Signals is a secure messenger application which is very user-friendly. Keep in mind that WhatsApp is owned by Facebook and it's not secure at this time. Losing versus gaining home. What needs to be done in each location? With a move, transferring of accounts and services becomes a priority. This can be a particular challenge when you're moving between countries. Use an application or an Excel document, for example, and make a list of everything that needs to be canceled or transferred from your current house and what needs to be installed or activated in your new home. Here are a few areas which may require your attention. So for the children, doctors, schools, and childcare, your mortgage and your rent, any bills such as the internet, hydro, water, utilities in general, insurance, phone considerations such as SIM cards, cell phones, and if you have a landline, your bank accounts, your line of credit, your credit cards, any visa entries into the country itself, medical documentation, as well as medical documentation from any support team, such as the physician, the dental, rehab, etc. Also, any languages. Does anything need to be notarized or translated? What documents do you require for your pets? What things need to be set up? As well, if you have any pleasure crafts, such as boats, RVs, motorcycles, are there any particular considerations for the new country that you're going to? So organizational tools. This is definitely one of my favorite tools. I have built one using a corkboard and wrote all my tasks on sticky notes, and I move them around. So this is called the Eisenhower matrix. The Eisenhower matrix, also referred to as the urgent important matrix, helps you decide on and prioritize tasks by urgency and importance, sorting out the less urgent and important tasks which you should either delegate or not do at all. So along the y-axis, which is top to bottom, is the level of importance. Along the x-axis, along the bottom, is the level of urgency. This will truly allow you to realize how many of your tasks are not time sensitive as you may think. I use this tool for even my most menial tasks. I truly organize my time by reviewing my matrix every few days or as necessary. So the bottom line is, if it's not important to do or urgent, you should stop doing it. So now we're coming into the art of delegating. Delegation can be difficult if you're used to running a tight ship at home. However, delegating will help you keep your sanity during this transition period. So here are some questions you should be thinking about. Who can help you? You have orderly rooms at the losing unit and gaining unit, a location sponsor, military family services, of course, family members, co-workers, and friends. Who can you hire? Is there professional help who can help? So for example, an accountant, a banker, professional organizer, professional cleaner. Is there anyone else that you can think of? Delegation truly is an art, and practice makes perfect. So pictures and color coding. Color coding will help you visualize what you're actually bringing with you on your move and how, for example, in your sea shipment or packed luggage or even in your air shipment. So use different colors to organize yourself and understand what's coming with you and maybe what's going into storage. So again, we come back to what's being donated, what you're keeping, what can be recycled, and what's just being thrown out. Considerations for your long-term storage, your air shipment, your sea shipment. You can also apply labels based on the room. So is it going to the kitchen, the living room, the office, the bedrooms, the garage, the shed, etc. Also, the best thing you can do to preserve your possessions is to take pictures. You can do this early on in the moving process so as to move any unnecessary tasks as you approach your actual move date. Be kind to yourself and choose one room a day to organize and a photograph. Save yourself the trouble and take photos. You will be happy that you did this because if any boxes go missing or anything is damaged during the move, you will have proof of possession. So now we're going to be sharing some of our best tips and tricks. So here are definitely some items worth investing in to organize your move. Again, I'm not encouraging you to pack yourself, but rather to be organized before the movers arrive. So use large Ziploc bags to pack each drawer in your kitchen. Add silica to your totes to absorb any moisture. And use acid-free paper with important books, paintings, or photographs. Use compression bags for your clothes. The movers will then just pack them in boxes. Here are some items we recommend for a moving survival kit. So sticky notes, Sharpie markers, organizational tools, apps, or software, silica, bounce sheets, acid-free paper, bubble wrap, Ziploc bags, different compression bags, some travel separation bags, totes, as well as storage bags. So one of the best kept secrets is hiding your little unmentionables among your Christmas decoration. So there is no judgment here. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation today. We hope that this was helpful, and we wish you all the best with your upcoming move. Thank you for your time.